Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to listen to some mumbly jumbly. All the way from St. Albans, your host for tonight, Abs the Magic, Supercoach Godfather.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Tim Taranto. Now, he let me down bad last year. Very bad. Actually, I don't want to talk about it. Just calm it down. We're going to talk about him, alright? Just calm it down. Now, Tim Taranto joined Richmond. Supposedly going to have a lot of midfield time this year. Let's see what he does when he has this midfield time. Okay, let's have a look. Taranto is priced at 503k. Now, that's not a bad price, considering I paid 550 for him last year and he was no good. Alright, now 503k divided by the magic number is an average of 91. So there is value there, because considering if he's going to be a playing midfield, we should expect 100 at least. Can he get 100? We're going to find out. But before we do that, I just want to check one thing. I want to show you one thing, okay? I want to show you the Richmond midfielders, who they are, who's in there. Let's have a look. Richmond mids. Alright, well, Shaw's not going to be there, so don't worry about him. We have Prestia, Taranto, Bolton, Dusty, Jack Graham. We know Kocher's not going to be in there. Who else do we have? We have Jack Ross, we have Hopper, we have Zonzi. That's about it. Now, I can see Taranto being one of the top two, maybe top three, because Prestia, and most likely we're going to see a lot of Hopper in there. So Taranto probably be the third mid, and might even start forward some games with Bolton moving into the midfield, or even Dusty moving into the midfield. So we might see a bit of Taranto starting forward, but then pushing up into that midfield, playing as an on-baller, as he has a huge engine. So we're going to more likely see him as a defensive mid, as well as the player that goes in and under and gets all the hard ball, all right, which is good. He does all the tackling, gets extra points. His previous best averages, now, take into consideration, okay, 2018 and 2019. In 2018, it's only in his second year, he averaged 89. That's equivalent to what he averaged last year. So that's what his virtually is priced at right now, which is telling me it's a bargain. He's now in his prime, not in his second year. Now, in 2019, he averaged 102. There should be no reason why he can't repeat this again. So we're going to actually look at his 2019 stats more than we are at his 2022 stats, because last year he was injured and he had a sore back, played forward a lot. I want to see what he did when he was in that midfield, and I think in 2019 he had more midfield time. So that's what we're going to check out today. 2019, just calm it down. Okay, I've changed my mind, because, well, I didn't change my mind. I'll get it to CBAs, but we've only got the 2020. So let's have a look at his percentage of CBAs in 2020, okay? And we can see Taranto didn't play much CBA time. He had like 50, he wasn't, like Hopper and Caniglia were the main in charge of that CBAs. Taranto was third in line. We may see similar CBA results for Taranto with Richmond, because of the fact that they have so many players that are going to go through there. I'm predicting around about 65% CBAs for Taranto, and I can't see him getting more, but I can see him playing on ball for the whole game. All right, so let's have a look at 2021. How many CBAs did he have? Taranto, where is he? Again, he's around about his highest is 71 or 76, but a lot of 50, not even 60%. So he hasn't spent a lot of time on ball, which is actually good for his scoring right now, he has upside, all right? So, I mean, it's not good for his scoring when he didn't have much time, but it's good for his upside if he has more time, all right? Now, I'm going to show you something now. Now, before I show you this, I want you to all be sitting down. Just calm down. Sit down and find a seatbelt, or get someone to hold you. All right, I'm going to show you something. Just don't panic, okay? Just to calm it down. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to go to 2021. No, sorry, I'm going to go to 2019. Now, this is only his second year, or his third year, 2019. Now, this is fantasy points. Check out these fantasy points. 113, 104, 17, 110, 109, 147, 111, 156, 139, 130, 155, 133, 137. This boy is a fantasy nuts. Okay? But that doesn't mean super coach. What this means is he gets the ball, he kicks it, it goes anywhere. Okay? So his disposal efficiency is a problem because he doesn't have these super coach points. He has these fantasy points. All right? They're huge. They're massive. Like in a stretch of 4 weeks, 156, 139, had a bad game, 75, then 130, 155 again. He's a fantasy nut. Okay? But doesn't relate to super coach points. All right? Let's have a look at these super coach points, same rounds. All right? Let's have a look. Round 9, 2019. What did he score? Round 9, 2019. Well, he did score big. Oh my God, these are huge scores. All right, I changed my mind. He's a nutcase. He could be huge. I mean, he had a bad game, 67, but he spent a lot of time forward. These are massive scores. 112, 113, 136. They're not as big as his fantasy scores, but they're still pretty high. It's due to his tackling. He tackles a lot. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. And if I see these figures, I put him up there with Dunkley. Okay? Now, let's continue. Okay, let's go. Let's look at round 1, 2019. And this is only in his third year. That is a beautiful map. He's got a tank. Look, he can go everywhere. He's on. It looks like a Tom Mitchell map. Round 2. Yeah, this is beautiful. I like what I see, and this is not much time. There's a lot of time in the forward line, but look at him. He's everywhere. This map probably not his best one, but still it's a good map. Mate, this map is awesome. I mean, he gets the ball a lot. He's in and under. He's tackling. This map not too good. They played him on the wing this game. This is probably that low score. What round is this? Round 5. Tim Taranto, round 5. 67. That was that low score. They played him on the wing. No wonder he had a low score. Otherwise, it wouldn't be low. He's a point-scoring machine. Okay, I've nearly seen enough. I don't have to look at all this. I've seen enough. See, again, this round, they put him on the wing. Why would you put him on the wing? What's wrong with these coaches? What did he score that round? What round was this? So you can tell when he's out of position. It's not going to play on the wing at Richmond. I'll tell you that now. He's playing on the ball. They didn't get him to play him on the wing. Round 7, 96. And 96 is a good score for most people, but not for Taranto. He's a 130 man, 120 man. He could be huge. Okay. I want to show you last year. Let's have a look at last year. What happened last year? All right, that's 2019. Let me just show you something. All right, look at his scores last year. They started well. All right, first 4 rounds. All right, let's go to the first 4 rounds last year. What's last year? Here we go. 2022. First 4 rounds. All right. Mind you, he started on the half-forward flank. See how he started in the midfield, all the other rounds? Last year he started on the half-forward flank, so he's already deprived of scoring points. Yet he still finds his way into that middle. Okay? And this is not a good-looking map, yet he still scored 119. And that's not one of the best maps I've seen. This was the reason I brought him into my team. Because when English went down, I had no choice. I brought him in, and then he didn't play forward. He didn't play in the midfield no more. It's like he was waiting for me to bring him in. Look at these maps. And this is last year. I mean, last year was still good. The first 3, this is round 3 last year. 112. The following week, what did he score? Is that round 3? That's round 3. No, that was round 2. That was a bad map. That's round 3. Round 4. He went 122. See, he is a gun. Okay. I'd say he'd almost be as good, if not better, than Dunkley with the scoring. I really like what I see. Round 5. Okay. Again, in the middle. What did he score round 5? I don't think he scored that much round 5. 92, it's still okay. Then his scoring dropped, then he got injured, then he came back again. I've said enough. My final verdict at 500k. I'm using capital letters, I'm not screaming, I'm using capital letters just to calm it down. Lock him in. He's good. He's really good. Okay, lock him in. He's let me down before, but I didn't see those kind of maps. I knew I got him for a reason last year. Okay, lock him in. If you don't have him, I'd say 50% of the teams will have him. All right, and if you don't have him, you're going to fall behind. He's going to be a top two forward. At 500k, it's a bargain. He has so much upside. Lock him in. That's all for today. Thank you for joining. And remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.